Hello everyone, welcome to Techno Eclipse's first video, and in today's video we're going to decide if the iPad Pro is the best tablet / laptop for college. The iPad Pro was released back in June of 2017.
This is the new iPad Pro. It's the first iPad Pro with a larger 10.5-inch Retina display.
This was, for the most part, just a spec bump, but an incredibly impressive one at that, going from the A9X chip to the A10X chip. The Geekbench score on this thing went from 5,052 to almost double on the all-new 2017 iPad Pro, with the CPU score over 9,000 with the newly introduced A10X chip. A comparable CPU on a Surface laptop, the Surface Pro, would cost you $1,599. One thing that I really like about the iPad Pro is the software that it's running. And I know a lot of people hate on iOS, but iOS is the best tablet experience we've ever had when compared to Android, Windows 8, and Windows 10. I think iOS 11 with the introduction of the Files app brings us closer and closer to a full desktop experience in a tablet form factor. When deciding if this tablet can replace your laptop, you're going to want to be able to multitask. You're going to want to be able to watch Netflix and Hulu at the same time you're writing a paper. And with the introduction of picture-in-picture in iOS 9, that's definitely possible. At one point, you can have up to 4 apps running on one screen with picture-in-picture, slide up, and split-screen view. Battery life on an iPad Pro is awesome. I have the 10.5-inch 2017 iPad Pro, and I get at least 2 days battery, sometimes closer to 1 if I'm using it a little bit more heavy, but also I can get up to a week if I'm just sort of using it just to watch Netflix every once in a while. The longevity of an iPad is also excellent when compared to other phones or tablets. You can get updates on this thing for 4, 5, 6 years. When talking about an Apple device, you need to consider the seamless integration. If you have an Android phone or even a Windows phone, if people still use those, it's not going to add any value to you. But if you have an iPhone, the seamless integration across the whole platform is going to be awesome. You can send text messages from your iPad, you can pick up a document from your phone and start working on it on your iPad, and just the seamless integration across the whole platform is really going to give you an advantage. Lastly, the display on this thing is amazing. It's got a 2224 by 1638 resolution, which is above 2K, and you're really going to notice that 120 Hz refresh rate. It's so buttery smooth, but after a while it honestly just sort of fades into oblivion. You don't really realize it. And you don't even really realize it when you go back to your phone either. It's a nice touch if you're a creator and using the pen, but for everyday use, you're really not going to notice that 120 Hz refresh rate, although it is an awesome feature that Apple did add. There are some shortcomings with this tablet though, and one of them is the cost. And while if you find it on sale, the very base model, you can get it for at least $450, if not cheaper. However, when you start to factor in the cost of a keyboard, the pen, more storage, and possibly cellular, the costs add up quickly. Unfortunately, if you were to build that computer, it would be a Windows 10 device, and while you can make Hackintoshes and that's possible, you're not going to have that seamless integration that an iPad would have. Although Windows 10 desktops are usually upgradable, so when you need to, you can upgrade the GPU, CPU, RAM, motherboard, case, RGBs. You can upgrade anything, which you can't on an iPad. Whatever you get is what you get. It's literally not upgradable. At the end of the day, the iPad Pro is a great tablet, but that's all it is. It's just a tablet. It's not upgradable. You can't use a mouse on it. You can't add a keyboard. But when taking tests online, you're going to have to zoom in and tap. And a lot of the times that's very, very inefficient and a very tough way to take tests. I know personally in college when I would take a test on my phone, I would sometimes click the wrong answer and it would cost me points. And you're going to get frustrated if you have to do that with every test. I still love the iPad Pro that I purchased, but I'm not in college anymore, so I don't need to take tests online. It's a great media consumption tablet. My girlfriend uses it every day to watch her stupid shows, and she's in the background right now yelling at me, or trying to yell at me. But seriously, it's a great tablet for media consumption, checking emails. I get text messages on it, and it's great for that, but that's about all it's good for. You can't really create anything else on it. And at the end of the day, still a tablet, not a computer. If you really want to get that desktop experience and still have seamless integration, you obviously have to buy a Mac. But I wouldn't go purchase a brand new one. I suggest looking on eBay, looking on Craigslist, looking on Amazon. I'll link something in the description below of a laptop that I would consider using. It's got an i7. It's from late 2012, but it's still got a crispy clear Retina display. It's got all the features that the newest laptops have, and it's got a Geekbench score of over 11,000. And I think you're really gonna enjoy that longevity of that laptop. And the great thing about Apple products is you can use that laptop for 2 years and sell it for almost the same price you bought it for. Thanks for sticking around. This is my first YouTube video, so sorry if it's a little shaky. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.